Hi, today we're going to discuss how to protect our file in Excel from undesired corrections, which can be made by our friends, colleagues, or maybe ourselves. Let's go to Excel. So before we jump into the discussion of the protection options, let's just clarify one fact. Each cell in Excel has one important attribute, which is being locked or unlocked. For our task, it means one simple thing. The locked cells will be impacted by the limitations which we apply by any protection options, and unlocked cells will not be. By default, in Excel, all the cells are locked. Okay, let's see how we can check what is the status of this attribute for a given cell. How can we correct it? In order to do so, we need to select the cell, right-click and go to Format Cells. In the menu, we need to choose the protection section, and here you will see the attribute. As you can see, current cell is locked. In our example, we try to provide the users with the ability to correct the yellow cells, but not being able to correct all the other cells, including the structure of the report. So in order to do so, now that we know how the locked and unlocked cells work, we need to unlock these cells and keep all other cells on the sheet locked. So what we do is select the area which we want to be available for correction, go to Format Cells, in the menu select the Protection tab and take out the tick mark near the word locked. Push OK. So now the yellow cells will not be impacted by any adjustment which we will make. Step number 2 is to apply the protection. Let's go to the Review menu on the top, and here, as you can see, we have two elements which have the Protect word in it. Today we are interested in the Protect Sheet option. The first line, we need to choose the password. It's important to put some password in it, because if you don't put any password, the users will be able to simply push the button Unprotect and do whatever they want. So let's put a simple password. Okay, and then there is a long menu of the options which you can apply. And here you need to be careful, because the list of the things which you select here is the things which they can do. By definition, all the other actions are not allowed. In the majority of the cases, I would suggest at least to allow the first two sections. If you don't select the first two options, let's just test as an example. We deselect them, push OK, repeat our password. We cannot even select the cell, which means we cannot understand what is the formula inside the cell, which means we cannot understand the logic. So this is a really harsh measure, and I don't suggest to use it. Okay, let's unlock the list. Okay, now let's go again to Protect section and let's allow the selection. As for the other elements, in our specific example, we probably do not want to allow them, but depending on situation, you may go through the list and select a few other options which you want your users to be able to do. Let's again select some simple password, push OK, repeat the password and go OK. So as you can see, now we can first of all select all the cells, the unlocked cells, which are the yellow ones in our example, and the locked cells, so people can understand what's the formula inside, but they cannot change it. And if we try to adjust any cell other than the yellow one, you will see that there is a mistake. If you go to the yellow cell, you can easily correct it. You need to go through each sheet one by one and first of all define which cells you want the user to be able to correct, and second, which additional activities you want them to be able to do. If you want to unprotect the sheet, you go to the same menu, you go to Review, and now you can just need to push the Unprotect, put the password, and now you can change every cell in the report. Let's go now to the second part, which is the Workbook protection. Again, you need to choose the Review tab in the main menu on the top and push the Protect Worksheet. In this case, you also are asked whether you want to put password, and we also want to do it. And what we want to do is to protect the structure. Let's see what it does. If we push OK and repeat the password, push OK again. So now what we can do, we can correct pretty much every cell, but what we cannot do is change the structure of the sheets. We're not allowed to add a new sheet, and we're not allowed to change the name of the current sheet. Nice thing to protect the general structure, but you need to understand that with this option, you provide the user an ability to break everything inside the sheet. Again, in order to unprotect the sheet, go to the same Review menu, push the button once again, enter the password, and now the workbook is unprotected. Another interesting option is when you work with really sensitive documents and you want people to enter the password before they see the document. In order to apply this type of protection, the path is a bit different. You need to go to the File menu, choose Info in the menu, and Protect Workbook. In the drop-down list, you need to choose the option Encrypt with Password. Here, if you put a password, let's say 1 password. Now let's close the document, save it. And if now we want to reopen the same document, we will be immediately asked to enter the password. Otherwise, the document will not be visible. In order to eliminate the password for the file, you repeat Exactly the same steps. You go to the file menu, choose the info section, choose protect workbook, click encrypt with password, and just take out the password. Push OK. Now everyone can open the file freely. I hope you found these tips helpful. Thank you and see you in the next one.